Hello.
Okay. So welcome guys in today's agriculture optional paper discussion session. In this today's session, we will discuss not all the question but important question where two students are confused. What will be the uh, approach for understanding specific questions? Sometimes what happened, this year's paper was not that much difficult. We can say paper one is in category of easy to moderate category. It's in the easy to moderate category. Only 2 to 3 questions was there where student literally found, they was confused what should we write. One question was there in the 5E, I think there was one problem regarding calculation of how many days will be required for irrigating certain field. If you don't know formula, then it was very difficult to control. One question was, I think, there measurements for price instability. Okay, how to measure it? Instead of some people wrote their answer as a what are the measures to control instability. Actually they have asked the measures, means what are the various methods how to measure price instability is there or not. Okay, certain things were there, but this year's paper was not that much difficult, but it doesn't mean that every year it will be like this. Okay, difficult means let's say 3 4 question can be there, it can be out of reach. Those candidate who are seeing the discussion session, if you didn't wrote the dimension what I am going to tell right now, don't be fearful about it, because I have discussed, I think 30 to 40 students who have given this year's mains. Okay, more than 150 wrote mains, but 30 to 40 student was in my touch after exam also. So on an average student attempted question paper around max 240 है ना. If you attain in between 220 to 240, then you are safe. It is not bad thing. Okay, it is not possible ki everyone will attend. Anyhow some student tried to attempt that problem related question also, but somehow in some question they might have compromise in the content also. But if you are attempting like this one, very high chances of getting 150 also in this case also, because your each and answer, every answer should be it of said quality if you are writing in the quality. Okay, so let's say you can see this first question was there. Briefly discuss the principles of agroecology. Straightforward question. I think every batch, and even though in normal notes this question is there. Okay, sometimes they are asking question regarding like principles of ecology, means all principles of ecology we are applying in the agricultural ecosystem. That is the principle of agroecology. You just have to define what is agroecology and write down 6 principles. That's it. And you can write in the conclusion that why we have to follow the agroecological principles. Like that nowadays agriculture can becoming source and sink of climate change. If you are using the agricultural practices in a proper way, agriculture acts as a sink of CO2 like gases. But if you are not following right practices, agriculture can become source of the greenhouse gases like CO2, methane. Okay, that's why agroecological principles can help you in all the ways, like making agriculture climate resilient. Such conclusion can be written if you are following the agriculture principles. And I have also prepared in detail model answers of each and every question. So after the class, I will provide you PDF, but we will not spend that much time on such easy questions. So we will go ahead. Let's say change. Okay. So they have given here 2 pages. How to cover the 2 pages for that specific question? In first page, there will be the definition. Okay. And you can write at least 3 principles in explanatory manner. In second page, you can write 3 principles and a conclusion. That's it. Okay. No need to go here and there. Some people can also enlist all the principles, just like making one here diagram. Just enlist the principle and then explain it. So you can easily manage the space of 2 pages here. It is easy. Okay. Next question is about what are the factors responsible for low production and productivity of pulses in India? Discuss the strategies adopted for enhancing pulses production and productivity. This is also the potential question where you can get around 7 to 8 marks, because there are so many facts you can write. Okay, there can be 3 to 4 type of introductions for this. What are that? Let's say you can give statistic about the pulses production, how much area is there, how much is the production. You can also write name of major pulses, like your chickpea hai, pigeon pea is there, okay, lentil is there, you can enlist there. Another, in introduction we can also mention about the major pulses producing state, like that. So what they have, I mean, this will be the introduction, like up to 3 to 4 line you can write, okay, introduction. Then after that directly come to the factors responsible for low production and productivity. First important factor here, also one thing you can do here, you can also draw one small map of India and you can show the pulses producing regions in India. Same map will be there for the oil seed and dryland agriculture के लिए. Okay, this is the majorly a dryland crop. Okay, you can show here. So that will be very impressive, because in first question there was chance for the flow chart. Here in second question there is chance for drawing the map. Okay, so what is our question? Factors responsible for low production. First factor can be, you know that pulses are the dryland crop. Okay, there is a climatic vagaries. Okay, low production के लिए. Second is that its productivity itself are low, okay, as compared to cereals or horticultural crops. That's why farmers are not choosing them. Third, research and development is very less. In very few pulses hybrids are available, like you know that ICPH8 was the first hybrid developed by ICRISAT. Most of the time varieties are there in case of your pulses. Okay, so means research and development is low. Another, as compared to cereals, the MSP is average, not that much high. Means if you are comparing efforts the farmers are putting and how much yield they are getting, it is the optimum one. Another important thing, storage, because pulses are perishable commodity में आ जाएंगे, not like your vegetable, but you cannot store them for longer period like cereals. Okay, storage facility should be there. Another important thing, very less availability of the processing plants. And there is, you know, one phenomena, sometime what happen, farmers are producing less pulses because rate is not good, or sometime prices are very high, so some people are moving from eating pulses to another protein source. So low production and prices might be high. Such things are also there. There can be other reason, like no proper implementation of scheme, like irrigation schemes are not there. Another important, in at the time of green revolution, mostly government focus on the cereals only. Okay, this belt, like your Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, traditionally in the Kharif season, instead of rice they was growing the pulses. But after green revolution they got good varieties of rice, and this wheat growing region, now they are growing wheat in the winter. But what about Kharif? They have started growing the rice. Okay, means more emphasis was given to the pulses. So now it's very difficult to convert those farmer to the pulses. Okay, these are the various reasons for the low production and productivity. Okay, you can write 3 4 more. I have given 7 to 8 reasons for that. On second page you can write what they have asked: discuss strategies adopted for enhancing the pulses production and productivity. What are the strategies should be adopted? Same reason we can convert them into the strategies. As these are the dryland crops, irrigation facility should be available to them, micro irrigation should be increased. Even in good irrigated area, farmers should be convinced to go for pulses. Like you know that during winter the pollution will start in Delhi because of they are supposed to burn their paralis of the rice. So if they are growing the pulses, such problem can be easily resolved. Means the non-traditional areas should be converted, or farmers should be convinced them. This can be the second strategy. Third strategy, can we can give competitive MSPs for the pulses. If you are giving competitive or good MSP for these pulses, what will happen? Farmer will go for that. Just make the seeds available easily. Sometime good variety seeds are not available, so farmers thinking that these pulses are the low yielding crops, we should not go for it. Okay, scheme like your PM Asha should be implemented with letter and spirit. Okay, another, there should be the, you know, frequently available procurement centers. Sometime what happen, procurement centers not available, farmers are finding difficulty for getting good prices. Okay, this can be the strategy. Another strategy, you want to suggest anything? A soil health card means another various, like crop insurance scheme, you know, farmers are very fearful that our crop may get fail, so crop insurance scheme is already there, but it should be implemented. Okay, these are the normal, if you are writing at least 8 find in the factors, 8 in the strategies. Okay, conclusion में क्या लिख सकते हो? They are the poor man's proteins. Okay, another important about the protein, their carbon footprint is very low. Means Mostly these pulses are increasing organic matter of the soil. Okay, nitrogen use efficiency is very high because they are easily biologically fixing the nitrogen. Such thing can be written in the conclusion. Okay, or you can write any government scheme regarding national mission on the oil seed and pulses is there. Okay, if you are applying, so these are the strategies. Okay, so this was very simple straightforward question, even though GS people also know this, no need for special knowledge about this. Okay. Okay, so this is the third question is about objectives of social forestry. Write down the plant species suitable for social forestry. Once again, a straightforward question. Okay, objectives of social forestry means here in this question, directly don't start the social forestry objectives. First, write down definition of social forestry. Okay, it is the forestry by the people, of the people, for the people. Or you can write another definition. The social forestry term was given by Westover. He was a scientist. Okay, then objectives of social forestry first time defined in the National Commission of Agriculture 1976. Okay, that objectives are given in the notes also. Our general objectives also by India government. Mostly, what was objective social forestry? इसका क्या था? Why we are going for this? Because people was cutting natural forest. So government thought that if people are cutting the natural forest in the same rate, there will not be any forest in India. So what they have done, you just grow the forest and then cut it. Social forestry. If you want timber, you just grow it first and then use it. Okay. So first, because of that social forestry, timber was available very frequently. Another, there was balance in the environmental balance, like proper rainfall. Another, soil conservation thing was there. Other forest product also given employment to the rural youth, humans. Okay, there were so many objectives, not just like growing the crop and making the greenery, plant and greenery. Means 3 to 4 objectives was there. But here, if you want good mark, you just cite that National Commission of Agriculture 1976 given following objectives. At least 5 objectives you have to given right here. Means first thing was you are writing definition, another who given the term, and you are citing the name of National Commission of Agriculture. This thing objective will be written by all the candidate, but why 1 mark you will get extra? Because you are writing some introductory type thing. आप बोलोगे इसके लिए सर introduction कैसे लिखा जाए? This is what the introduction. Okay, the next is the write down plant species suitable for social forestry. You know that any plant can be suitable for social forestry because each and every plant has some benefits. But if you are categorizing plant on the basis of like plants for timber purpose, just give one example like teak or oak लिख सकते हो. Plant for the nutritional purpose, that can be the your nutritional purpose में आ जाएगा fruit trees, mango, tamarind can be there. Plant for the windbreak, you can write example about eucalyptus. Plant for the nitrogen fixation like your susbania rostata is there. Okay, that is also. Plant for the fodder for the cattle. Okay, means you just categorize plant and give 1 or 2 examples. If you are categorizing that plant into the 5 different categories and giving 1, 1, 2 example, these are the plant species. Like plant for the medicinal purpose, can you give me example? Yes, red shirt. Plant for the medicinal purpose, any example? Neem as a director indica, है ना? That is the plant. Means you just have to categorize them and then give the example. That will be. Or normally, if you are like if your time is very less for you, you just make one circle. Plant for social forestry, give at least 8 to 10 names of the plant. But if you are categorize them on the basis of their use, like some plants are for erosion control also, some for biological that drainage के लिए है, that are evaporating water from the waterlogged condition, like eucalyptus is there. Okay, you just categorize the plant. That is most important thing. Okay, in this way you can tackle this question. Next is, because in compulsory, I think in section 1 question was easy. Okay, not that much difficult question. In this way you can tackle. Next is the discuss the cultural methods of weed control. Control means not the eradication. We are not completely destroying any plant. What mean by complete eradication? Eradication means eradication, complete killing. But in control, we are reducing their population or hampering their growth. Okay, whether they are growing very vigorously, we are stopping their growth. Or these cultural method mostly where we are not using any chemical. or biological things, mean normal thing like alteration of land management practice like tillage operations are there, hand weeding is there, hand hoeing is there. Okay, changing the time or managing time, like just before sowing crop, just before the normal time or after the normal time. Okay, then आपका stalemate seed method is there. Okay, there are so many, I think 10 to 12 methods are there. Cultural control, just simply write down definition of, you can, अगर आपको लगता है कि I don't have that much point, then how to engage this one, write the definition of weed, then definition of weed control. You can also enlist various methods of weed control like physical method, chemical method, biological method and cultural methods. Okay, physical, mechanical आप इसको करो and then start explaining the cultural method, so you can easily manage I think 25% of the first page. So that will be very easy. If you are writing 8 methods with proper example and proper headings, you will get good marks. In conclusion, what you will write that, what will be your conclusion? Just write the same thing. Okay, cultural method is one of the method in integrated weed management. Okay, in overall weed management we are using all, but this is the one of the method of integrated weed management. In the simple way you just conclude it. Straightforward question once again. Okay, here what are the 2 steps of nitrification? Enlist microorganism responsible for each. Write down the importance of nitrification. है ना? There are 2 steps of nitrification. Can you tell me the conversion of ammonia into nitrate, ammonia into nitrite, and then nitrite into, okay, means these are the 2 steps. Here which bacter? First is the nitrobacter, दूसरे में nitrosomonas. Okay, simply you just have to write the reaction and explain the same reactions. Okay, and importance of nitrification. Nitrification makes unavailable nitrogen to the plant. Okay, it is most of the time in this the nitrification process H1 that is released, and that is increasing pH. For some crop pH is required. Okay, or in case of acidic soil this will also help. Another important thing, it will also help to reduce overall what, your addition of urea. Okay, such important things are there. Very simple, means no need to get confused, just write down 2 steps. Many time it's a common question, है ना? Nitrogen cycle, and in that unit number 5 I have taught everything. It is very simple, just you just draw the reaction, write down name of the bacteria. Okay, here in this I have given in detail. Okay, name of this one, just one, I think this is 5.1. Okay, don't miss to download the PDF and you just read in detail, because here in short time we have to cover everything. Even though people are taking 3 hours to write everything, it's not possible to do everything. Like your nitrobacter, nitrosomonas is there. Importance में देखिए, overall let's fertility will be increased. Okay, if you are using mostly sometime biological nitrogen fixers, they will get converted into the organic matter later, like your algae. Which algae? Blue green algae. Okay, such thing, means just enhance all these things, and it will this nitrification is not helping itself, but it also balancing the all biogeochemical cycles. Okay, increasing, means if nitrogen fixing bacteria or converting bacteria are there, it means that your soil is healthy. Okay, it means that indirectly helping for maintaining soil health. Okay, this was also the straightforward one. That's why people are saying this year's question paper was easy. Another important thing here, write down physical environmental factor affecting the crop production. Discuss effects of changing rainfall pattern on the crop production. Okay, first part is easy. Physical factor like your topography, soil, climate, rainfall. Another, humidity. These are the physical factor you have to explain. Okay, or you can in the introduction you can enlist the factor like biotic and abiotic. After conclusion के बाद, so you can easily manage the space. In second page, you changing rainfall is affecting cropping pattern. First you can first point you can write that erratic rainfall. Rainfall is not stable. Every year it is higher or lower. Another, dry spells. Okay, means dry spells are very high. Sometime you know that Initially rainfall start on the time, it ends at the time, but there can be the long dry spells or 2 to 3 dry spell during the crop season. Another important is that high rainfall or low rainfall, high rainfall waterlogging situation will be there. Sometime rainfall may affect your soil structure. Okay, another important, sometime heavy rainfall may lead to the soil erosion. Like this year particularly pulses are getting sprouts because of heavy rainfall at the time of harvesting. Okay, in this way, another important thing about the rainfall, crop cycle is getting disturbed. If rainfall is becoming so lengthy, that is affecting next season. If it is starting early, it is also affecting the season. Means overall crop cycle is also getting disturbed. Then inter-seasonal problem can be there sometime, because of heavy water logging some fungal diseases may get spread. Okay, there are so many issues. Okay, regarding rainfall I have given 7 to 8 solid points for this. Okay, this is also the one of the simple. If you want to ask something in between, you can also ask me. Online students, anyone else to ask me something? I think is there in chat box? It is there. Okay, you can ask me your doubts. Okay, meanwhile, because this is just like for building your confidence ki yes, paper was okay. Okay, sometime what happened, just seeing paper, some people may have some negative bias in their mind ki these are the new things, how to tackle with them. Here you can see this question one. Describe the improved cultivation practices for chickpea under the following heading. Well, I'm the very straightforward question. What the things they have asked here for 20 marks? Here, even though what is the first point, improved varieties, but don't start directly with the varieties. What is important here? Write about the chickpea. Okay, if possible, write its botanical name. What is botanical name? Cicer ariatinum. Okay, you can write. If possible, अगर पता है तो chromosome number लिखो. Examiner will be impressed there. You can write one of the major. It is the pulse crop. Okay, another important, write down the sequence of the state, which state is leading in the chickpea production. You can write about it. Okay, or you can also compare the production of last 5 years, whether it is increasing, decrease, import, export, area under these things can be easily write down in the introduction itself. Okay, then now start this one, improved varieties. Okay, means each and every state there are varieties. Pusa ki three four varieties hai, but here you can classify the varieties into two categories, desi varieties and kabuli chana. Kabuli desi variety sometime required more time for maturation. Kabuli chana will around 140 or 145 days may it is ready for harvest, and size is also bold. Okay, varieties they have asked. In this, seed rate, what is seed rate? Up to 100 kg, 75 to 100 kg is okay. Sometime they may ask you the depth. Okay, 8 to 10 centimeter, because bold grain hai, so you can go up to 10 centimeter. Okay, for this one. Okay, simply. So here, then next, improved varieties ho gaye, seed rate, sowing spacing, on an average 30 to 40 centimeter in between two plant. That is okay. So it's also different for when you are doing dibbling, spacing will be more, but when you are doing with the help of drills, that is also the difference. Sometimes some varieties are having spreading habit, so in that case space will be more, depend upon climate. Sometimes spacing also decided by the soil type. In light soil spacing will be less, in heavy soil spacing will be little bit more doesn't mean that ki almost double, like 5 to 10 centimeter difference can be there. Okay, depend upon the irrigation condition. Irrigated condition, farmers are keeping space more. Okay, such thing can be mentioned. Okay, which if you are writing only spacing, so your overall data can be fulfilled in the one page only. Here you have to anyhow occupy the 3 pages. So try to explain like what I have told, that seed rate, row to row spacing, you just explain that. Seed rate also varies which variety we are using. Okay, depends upon that. So second point. Third is about the nutrient management. You people know that this chickpea is a which crop? Leguminous crop. So most of the time leguminous crop require only basal dose, around 25 kg you can apply at the basal dose, and in latter stage it can fix its own nitrogen. है ना? Own nitrogen it will get fixing. Then what will happen? No need, only it may require P and K. So DAP is the best. What is the formula of DAP? 18460 है ना? DAP will be Or you can apply the any other, depend upon the soil test. Okay, previously farmers was using the recommended things, but now they are very aware about the soil test. Okay, so on that basis they can decide which nutrient is lagging there. Okay, so that's why this weed management, mostly in case of chickpea, it is less competitive in initial stages. So you have to do here, there will be high crop weed, competition will be very high in case of chickpea. So what you can do, first hand weeding should be done, cultural practice as a, or you can apply chemical method, pendimethalin, flucloraline can be easily control this weed management के लिए. Okay, so you are in first 25 or first 1/4 of the time period, crop should be protected from the weeds. In latter state it can easily overtake the weeds. Weed management, most difficult part from this question was the pest and diseases. This find by the mains candidate normally. So you have to write about the wilt, you have to write about the blights, you have to write about the molds. Okay, so in most of the cases, best way for management was the resistant variety in case of your diseases. And two major pests was there. First was the cutworm. Okay, its eggs are mostly found in the clouds of soil. So if you are mixing any that soil में हम carbendazim अगर mix करोगे तो that can be easily killed. Okay, and next was the pod borer. Okay, for pod borer के लिए monocrotophos. Okay, normally there are so many traditional private company insecticides are there, but pod borer, these are the two major pests. So if you know about it, you can easily write about this. Okay, so this thing very easy if you are writing all these point and explaining every point with like 3 3 4 4 line and covering 2.5 pages on an average, very high chances of getting 14 to 15 marks in this simple question. So even you are finding any another question difficult, you can easily manage the marks in this such question. Very straightforward question, nothing was there. Means I can say that such questions are literally bonus for the mains candidate. Straightforward things are there if you are having good command over that. Okay, next here, done. Next is discuss about the cropping pattern in the middle Gangetic plain. Okay, here you are getting chance for drawing the India's map. What is the question? Cropping pattern. You just write down the definition about cropping pattern. A specific time, what are the areas covered under specific crop, it's called cropping pattern. Simple definition you can write. Then middle Gangetic plain, you should know exactly, particularly eastern Uttar Pradesh is coming under this one. है ना? Eastern UP and Bihar under the middle Gangetic plain. And what about the western plateau and hills, specifically northern Maharashtra and Malwa plateau of Madhya Pradesh? This is coming under this one, western plateau. Okay, so if you are drawing map of India and showing these two regions, okay, and then go for the cropping pattern of this region. Here you know easily, this is coming under alluvial soil plain, eastern Uttar Pradesh and this Bihar plain. Major crop is the rice, wheat, millets, vegetables. Means there is no crop where you can ban. Some horticulture crops are also there. Okay, so in this case for 10 marker, if you are drawing giving introduction, then you can draw map up to full scale of this page just for fulfilling one. You just have to explain only two agroclimatic zones here. Okay, so anyhow you have to manage the space. Okay, in this way you can easily write. You just have to write cropping pattern. In detail answer I have given. Okay, nothing difficult in this specific question. Okay, another, this is just like analysis type lecture, not the in detail model answer type. Okay, because we have to also save the time. Here also this question some one candidate found difficult. Why? He didn't read about this. ये उसने पढ़ा ही नहीं आगे. He was thinking that I don't know these two scientists, so I don't know this question. And he didn't chosen this. He was confused that who is Arnon and Stott. But if he is reading that criteria, he was telling 3 times after paper, sir, I know this, but I written the question properly. So in this question, how we can start? First, write down definition of essential nutrient. where you can mention that Arnon and Stott have given criteria of essentiality for only 16 element at that time, and recently one element is added in the list, that is the nickel. Okay, recent one. So you can write about the definition, then write the three criteria given by him. Okay, simple. Okay, means you cannot replace the element, it is essential, it has direct role in the metabolism, and plant cannot complete its life cycle without that nutrient. It is that these are the three major criteria. Okay, another part was difficult for so many candidates, because what they have asked, they have asked account forms of each essential nutrient forms. Some people didn't read the question carefully and they have wrote the functions of it. What do you mean by forms? Whether it is anionic or cationic, you have to explain. That was the requirement of the question. Even though you are writing one function at least of it, that is the good thing, but first was divide the nutrients into anions and cations and give their forms. Dihydrogen phosphorus form and hydrogen phosphorus form. पोटेशियम क्या होता है, K plus, है ना, Cl minus, Na plus. You have to write which form is there. Okay, sometimes we people know only forms of, and somewhere we are getting confused whether Fe is plus or double plus or triple plus. Okay, that was the basic thing. If you are keen observer, everything is given in the notes itself. You have to write the form, and along with the form, my suggestion was, because content you have to fill the 3 pages if you are writing at least one function. Okay, so that will be the good thing for you people. Like nitrogen nitride form and NO3 and NH4 वाला अगर लिख लेते तो ओके हो जाता. Okay, means here you have to write the forms for each are 17, like macro, micro, beneficial. This was the thing. Even though that table is in my notes also, it is like 1.5 page. If you are writing in the table format, like name of the element, form, and one function. It's also one of the easy if you know this one, but some people make mistake for reading the question, whether they are asking the function or what mean by exact form. Such thing may get confused. One of the also freehand question tha ye. Here in such question, out of 20 you can easily get 14 to 15 marks, because criteria of essentiality one of the easiest part. Definition everyone was knowing, and even though everyone knows the major 17 element. Okay, even though you are writing the name of element in case of emergency, I am not telling. Normally if you are emergency function likhte to bhi chal jata. Okay, but not for all. That is I am telling in case of emergency. But form was asked, you have to write the form there. Okay, so this is what also the simple question one. Anything else you want to add or ask me something? You people are very stable. Yes, online one. Okay, so come for the next. Here also. What do you mean by forest product? Write about the value added product from the forest. This is also the simple question. Here, what do you mean by? They don't ask you only definition. What do you mean ka matlab go beyond the definition. You just define the product, forest product. All those things which are we are getting from the forest of human use. Okay, that can be simple called as a forest product. But here we have to classify the forest product. When they are asking what do you mean by, means you have little bit liberty to explain this forest product. You can classify them into the forest and timber and non-timber forest product, or you can say major and minor forest product. You just classify them each. Okay, here and you can simply make one table. Okay, after writing definition like timber forest product, non-timber or major or minor, and just classify them. After that you have to go for value added product for the forest. Okay, in case of value addition you can also classify in a different ways, like major ke value added product, minor ke value added product. Like from the timber there can be the furniture related things which are directly, and processed timber means like your plywood, this cardboard, these are the processed one. Okay, in this way. Another major में क्या आ जाएगा? Paper and pulp, that is also the value addition. We are not using raw wood there. Paper and pulp industry. Another synthetic fibers, है ना, some from some plant we are creating fibers, threads. That one. From minor, what we can do? Extraction of so many products, like medicinal plants are there, essential oils are there, dyes are there, gums are there. Okay, so many products can be cultivated from it or can be done for it. I have given 7 to 8 example for, and here in this case you have chance for writing the case study, value addition related case study. In the notes I have given 2 case studies from the Odisha, where tribal women, they are creating, brooms or some decorative things. That is what the value addition in women empowerment through value addition of forest product. Okay, such thing can be written here. So here there is a lot of scope, simple way में. ठीक है. So what was important thing? Understanding question in very cool mind. If you are understanding question in a very cool mind and writing the demand, okay, so that was the basic thing. Once again, very high chance of getting 20 marks. पूरे तो नहीं मिलेंगे, but around here also you can. That's what I am telling, that even though you are attempting 220 to 230 with good confidence and explaining all the dimension of question, very high chances. Okay, there were, means big question was easy one. There was no science or applied things here. Okay. Okay guys, you can ask me your doubts later. Okay, I'll address now. I'll just give you idea what things should be there. Okay, online student, please wait for some time. Okay. Next question is about give account of soil fertility evaluation techniques in its points to be considered along with the soil test values for fertilizer dose and recommendation. Here, what type of introduction can be there? Can you give me idea? Soil fertility can be defined. Okay, in this case, another important thing, you can simply define soil. Okay, if you don't have any basic, don't know, but you have to write introduction anyhow. Okay, means soil fertility evaluation, or you can write about the why evaluation is important. Okay, so in this case we have to give, means there were techniques for the evaluation. First was the nutrition deficiency test was there, plant analysis technique was there, biological tests are there, and soil value tests are there. These are various techniques, and each, I think, biological have 3 to 4 subtypes. You have to explain those techniques at least first page or first 1.5 page tak. And then second part was enlist the points to be considered along with the soil test value. Along with the soil test, what type of points to be considered? Let's see, if you want to recommend fertilizer, first important point is that which crop you are growing there. Let's say if you are a scientist and if you want to recommend the fertilizer, what point you will consider? What your first question to the farmer? Which crop you are growing? That will be, means first crop is the type of crop and its variety also important. Some varieties are consuming less. Second is the availability of nutrient. What type of nutrients already available there? Soil test value ho gaya. Another important thing, availability of water is also important. If you are applying fertilizer without water, then what will happen? Crops will be damaged, or that efficiency will not be there if you are recommending something. Another important, yes, anyone want to add something here? Another important thing, yes, online candidates. Anyone want to add something? Yes, soil pH, CEC will be there, cropping pattern, you know, some people are telling online. Now, soil organic matter content is also important, you know. These things, means these are the considerable things, 7 to 8 things you have to understand, okay, while recommending the dose. Without that, We should not go for it. It was also the straightforward. Even the soil fertility evaluation things are in detail given in the notes. This year around, you know that around 26 question out of 28 you can easily attempt from the notes. Yes, I know that in some question partial correction are required, but easily it is possible. That's why paper can be called as easy to moderate. Around 70 to 60% candidates are, but some candidate who was telling me easy, they have make mistakes in such question, like forms की जगह पे function लिख के आए हैं. Okay, such thing may be happen. Okay, so this one was also easy and 10 marker hai. So in first you can explain all techniques, and second page you can also understand the that recommended things should be understand, you know, before that. Next, explain the term conventional and conservation delays. Give account for comparative effects on the soil properties and greenhouse gas emission. Conventional tillage and conservation tillage. Conventional tillage means those tillage practices we are normally following. Like first we are doing plowing. Okay, conventional में आ जाएगा. That is for just like opening of the soil. Sometimes soil might be compacted. We are doing plowing. For more refinement of soil, we are doing harrowing. Risk harrow is there. Sometimes we are using rotavector for crushing the clouds, making soil fine. Sometime we are also doing some intercultural operations in the call. These are the conventional one. But what are the negative things about this conventional one? They are mostly responsible for release of the organic CO2 into the. Sometime they may disturb continuous doing this conventional tillage may compact the soil in case of heavy weight. Okay, another important thing, it may responsible for the loss of moisture. Moisture may get lost. Another important thing about this conventional, that may lead to the soil erosion because you are disturbing the settled soil, you are disturbing the soil profile. Sometimes this conventional tillage may disturb soil microbe like earthworms. Okay, these are the things about the conventional. You have to explain the term here also. And conservation tillage means what? Those tillage operations particularly which are not disturbing soil more frequently and conserving the moisture, conserving the organic matter, conserving the soil flora and fauna. These things are come under the conservation tillage. Modern tillage practices like your zero tillage, minimum tillage, these things are coming under this one. Then second part was you have to compare. You have to compare here. In second part, you have to compare these conservation tillage and sorry this conservation and conventional and conservation. This is the conventional. So conventional under different heading like soil properties and greenhouse gas emission, how they are affecting. Like you can say that soil texture, soil structure, soil organic matter. Okay, greenhouse gas emission may whether how what will happen, this will disturb the soil structure, this will not disturb. Here overall soil moisture conservation will be less, here more, erosion will be more, here less, means this is a more beneficial conservation. In case of greenhouse gas emission, CO2 emission more, less, methane emission more, less, N2O more, less. Okay, 3 points about the this one. Soil properties, physical property, mostly you have to explain here. Okay, you can also go about the biological properties, organic matter less in the conventional one, here more, means one physical property, one organic property, one chemical property you can write about here. And what about the greenhouse gases? Three important greenhouse gases, how they are occurring. Here there will be more release of these greenhouse gases, here there will be the less. This was the straightforward thing you have to write. Simple things if you are analyzing things. And one more important thing I have to tell you, that if you are thinking that I was attempting the lectures regularly, writing answers, still you may find difficulty if you are not, you know, involving yourself in that syllabus. Just feel each and every line. So people are thinking that paper is easy and like that. No, it is that optional paper can never be a general type. It will be always a scientific type. Even though you are writing something like मन की बात लिखोगे तो marks नहीं आएंगे. Each and everything should be explained in a proper fashion. Each and every part should be attempted with proper, demand should be fulfilled. And each and every line, like part में जो भी sections करने आपको ठीक से लिखने पड़ेंगे. This is what. So basic things was there, and I'm surprised that after so many years a straightforward question was there. No rocket science was here. Last time, like leaf color chart question, if you don't know about it, it was very difficult to attempt. 3-4 years back such question were there. Okay, but this year things was very normal, and this is the thing that next. Another question, and very traditional question, you can say that every year either in Indian Forest Service or Civil Service they are asking question on the GIS and GPS. So many environmental assessment related things I have given in the notes, and even for your water, what drought monitoring के लिए, drought monitoring के लिए what things are important? There are so many sensors are there, satellites are there. Okay, some NDVI things, है ना? I think naturally new technique is there, variation indices, so you can easily understand on the plant basis there what is exact percentage which plants are facing the stress. Okay, so many apps, internet of things like there. Okay, mostly this thing was, some people might find little bit difficult here this part, because for specific drought monitoring you have to write so many examples. If they are asking general application it was very easy. Okay, but for specific thing it was little bit tricky, but still you can manage about it, because everything is straightforward given in the new notes. Even I have taught in the class also. Okay, very traditional question you cannot find difficult, because directly from the syllabus. If you are writing 4 point above, sorry, this one you can just classify remote sensing definition, non general application, then go for the environmental ecosystem analysis wala, all the things like forest, flora, fauna, here in the groundwater also, everything you can go for it. This one of the easy one, ये easy category में आ जाएगा बेटा. Then next question is about the describe detail about the weed control measures in the black gram and sesamum. Though it was not covered in the class, but I have given weed management for pulses and weed management for oil seed. One is pulse and another is a oil seed. Common thing was given in the notes. So black gram, you know that. So how to do weed management for these two crop, and you have to occupy the 2 pages. What is the import? How we can go for it? Just write here name of first crop and explain that about that crop. है ना? Black gram is one of the important. You can say pulses है. If you know about its statistic, like how much is the yield, which states are leading in the black gram production. Okay, then overall, if you know any specific variety, you can write here, because it is not possible to fulfill whole page only for the weed control. This is the one of the approach in the package of practice. So then you can go for, in black gram, crop yield computation is, you can say high in initial 1/4 of its life cycle. Okay, so in this case you can go for cultural management first. Okay, hand weeding or inter row weeding हो सकती with the help of some instrument like weeders है. These are the cultural thing. And then next you can go for the chemical is nowadays very famous, that can be the pre-emergence like pendimethalin, you can use for this one, chemical weed control. Same thing for your sesamum. And this black gram and sesamum both are which crop, rabi or kharif? These are both are kharif crop. Okay, so simply आप लिख सकते हो. Okay, so here you are also getting one idea. Last time उन्होंने पूछा था कि important weeds. So though they are asking weed control, but you can also mention the important weeds of this crop. You should know the name of some kharif weed. Just write their name and then control them. This is what the mark fetching technique. Write the name of the major weeds in the black gram, major weeds in the sesamum, and then use the method cultural method, and chemical methods are famous. Why biological methods are not that much famous in the field crops? Because biological method, though they are available, but their time span for controlling weed is very high. It takes 2 to 3 years for the complete cultivation or making it at a normal level. That's why biological method not used in the cultivated land. Mostly they are using the non cultivated land like grounds, roadside. Okay, that's why. Though it may or may not be available, that's why cultural method and chemical methods are very famous. Okay, for this type of both दोनों में लिख सकते थे. स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड था. Okay, some people got confused कि how to write for like this one, so you just have to manage the things. Okay, in at the end you can write about if you are making good combination of integrated weed management, we can control the pest and diseases, sorry, weeds of both and increase the yield in a, because also you can write the percentage if proper weed management is not done, how much percentage of loss can be there. Such thing can increase your mark. Once again, straightforward was the question. Okay. Now we will come to the second part here. Principles involved in the integrated watershed management and relevance of integrated watershed management under the climate change scenario. This was the question, you can say not easy type, but moderate type. Even though in each and every notes, principles of watershed management are given. Okay, straightforward 8 to 10 principle I have given in the notes, and almost each and every question coaching के notes में भी है ये. If you are using any soil की notes अगर use करोगे, straightforward things are given. Simply you have to write the principle. Along with this, what we can do extra here, you can define the watershed. What is it? Okay, you can you have also scope for drawing the diagram of watershed. So your question will be beautifying. Beautifying का मतलब need है यहाँ पर. We can show about it here, and then write down principle. Or you can also enlist principle first and then explain them, because what they are asking here, write down बोल रहा है, enlist नहीं है. So you just first enlist and then write down, so your place can be easily managed here. And on second page you can go for the relevance of integrated watershed management under the climate change scenario. Okay, climate change, what things are major issue about the climate change? Greenhouse gas emission, continuous, there is a droughts. Okay, if you are managing properly the watershed, then impact of climate change can be easily tackled. Like first, drought can be tackled. Another, if your there is a coverage is there, cover crops are there, continuous greenery is there, greenhouse gas emission can be low. Okay, such 7 to 8 relevance you have to write there. Okay, they are also given in the model answer. So this is also, you can say, moderate type of question. In second, you just have to manage the things properly. Okay. Here also, explain the term irrigation scheduling, and then what is term irrigation scheduling means what? You just have to write a simple definition. Why we are doing irrigation scheduling? Because water is one of the important natural resource, and its availability is going to decrease year on year, or you can say day by day. If you are not doing irrigation scheduling properly, sometime there will be the excess amount of water will be applied, or that can be the water scarcity to the crop. That's why we have to go for irrigation scheduling. Okay, then elaborate the criteria for IWCP, irrigation water and crop प्लांट ट्रांसफरेशन. इसको क्राइटेरिया हमें क्या करना था, एक्सप्लेन, एंड इसके मेरिट्स एंड डीमेरिट लिखने थे. ओके, सो व्हाट इज दिस क्राइटेरिया? इफ लेट्स से IW and CPE ratio is 1, what it means? You are applying right amount of water, what is getting evaporated. But if it is less than 1, means water is under scarcity. If it is more than 1, there is a excessive amount of water. These three things you have to explain in the term में explain करना था. Demerit क्या है बेटा इसके? You will apply water in a right manner. Another merit, there will not be any water logging भी नहीं होगी, and there will not be any water scarcity. Demerit में क्या आ जाएगा? In field condition, farmers condition, it is a complex thing. Every time just calculate it. Sometime in case of this IWCP ratio, we are thinking only about the evaporation losses, but we are not thinking anything about the soil condition. Some soil may have good water holding capacity, some may have. We are not thinking about the losses which are happening through the soil profile infiltration. That was the thing important here. Okay, 3 merits, 3 demerits are okay, and you can explain this criteria within 3 to 4 point. That's it. Okay, so this was also the simple one. There was not that much difficulty in attempting this most of the time. Discuss the price instability and its टाइप्स. ये थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी था. प्राइस इंस्टेबिलिटी आपको डेफिनेशन लिखनी थी, इसके टाइप्स, एंड दिस वन मेजरमेंट्स फॉर द प्राइस इंस्टेबिलिटी. दिस वाज द वन ऑफ द यू कैन से डिफिकल्ट बिकॉज सो मेनी पीपल, कुछ लोगों को पता था बट सम पीपल डोंट नो अबाउट दिस, व्हाट आर द वेरियस मेजरमेंट्स. ओके, इसमें क्या आता था? CV. Okay, then standard deviation was there, then price index was there, then average price increase was there. Okay, these are various measurement. बाकी भी मैंने यहाँ पे 2-3 दिए देखो एक्स्ट्रा के, आपकी इस नोट्स में होंगे. What are the like हाँ, कोएफिशिएंट वाला एक था, रेंज, मूविंग एवरेज, गिनी कोएफिशिएंट. Normally we are using for various purpose in economics. गिनी कोएफिशिएंट is also there. वन लाइन में आपको इसके बारे में लिखना था ये वाले के. और इसके टाइप्स में देखिए स्पेसिफिकली मेंशन आर लाइक शॉर्ट टर्म प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी, लॉन्ग टर्म प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी, है ना, साइक्लिक एंड सीजनल प्राइस स्टेबिलिटी. दीज आर द 4 टाइप्स. सिंपली आपको 4 टाइप डिस्कस इज डेफिनेशन, 4 टाइप्स एंड व्हाट इसके मेजरमेंट्स, दैट कोएफिशिएंट, वेरिएशन, देन स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन, देन प्राइस वेरिएबिलिटी, रेंज, गिनी कोएफिशिएंट. दीज आर द मेजरमेंट्स थे उसके. नॉर्मली some people by mistakenly written what are the measures to control price instability. पता ही नहीं थे टाइप्स, तो उन्होंने प्राइस को इंस्टेबिलिटी कंट्रोल करने के मेजर्स लिख दे, बट व्हाट दे हैव आस्क्ड द measurements, where some people make the one mistake. This is important thing. And then next question is about, that was also the simple like your agriculture extension. Normally क्वेश्चन है ये, इसमें कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है ये वाले में. न्यू टूल्स इन एग्रीकल्चर एक्सटेंशन. ओके, न्यू टूल्स एंड मेथड इन एग्रीकल्चर एक्सटेंशन. व्हाट आर द न्यू टूल्स? लाइक ICT, apps, web portals are there, then some social media channels are there. Advanced thing like e-agriculture. E-agriculture में क्या आ जाएगा? Your websites are there, then some online conferences farmers are creating. Other capacity building like thing like farmer field school is there, training things like there. Okay, another data analysis, data analytics, big data, internet of things. These are the new tools. Other new tools are what? Mostly farm visits are there. Okay, means extend commodity based extension things for specific crop government is giving. This thing it's straightforward में था उसमें tools and new वाले में. इसमें कोई big thing was not there, straightforward था. The next was, which was the calculation related thing, was found difficult by so many candidates. There was concern about it. What was the question? It is proposed to give how much irrigations? कितने? 4 irrigations, है ना? And what is the area of the land? 6 hectare land. How much deep you have to give the irrigation? How much? 60 mm, and your that motor pump was discharging 5 liter water per second. Okay, so how many days will require to for this 4 irrigation के लिए कितना time लगेगा? Okay, so simple calculation. Even I don't know this formula. I have also taken help of reference book, because such questions, unexpected things are there. That's why UPSC is always UPSC. Okay, so we have to sometime bow in front of UPSC ki yes you are here. So how to calculate this? Simple, Here area is about, we have to convert the factors into the meters. Okay, 6 hectare land. Okay, we have to convert the 6 hectare land into the meters. Okay, 10 raised to 4. Okay, and what is the depth here? Kitna the 60 centimeter, we will also convert that into the meter. 0.06 meter. Okay, equal to what is calculation? So 3600 meter cube. What is it? What it exactly mean? Let's say this is what area and depth. So how much time we have to irrigate this? 4 irrigation. Okay, so 4 irrigation means इसको हम 4 से करेंगे तो कितना हो जाएगा इसका? Into 4 equal to how much area? 14,400 meter cube. Okay, means we are just like 4 times, or we can consider this land 4 times more than this. We can consider any, or 4 times also. This is what is the how much water liter? 5 liter per second. Okay, overall 5 liter per second. So how much area it will cover per second? मंग कितना आएगा बेटा? ये 0.05 meter cube per second हो जाएगा. How much area will be covered per second? Okay, so total area, if you want to irrigate for 4 times, it will take around 288,000. Okay, इतना हो जाएगा. कितना लायक है आप ही कैलकुलेट करो. Seconds we will require. So we have to just convert these seconds into the day, hours, and hours into the days. So what was the answer for this one? 33.33 days will require for this. Straightforward tha. One agriculture engineering candidate who was writing main this year, he has accurately calculated, and after exam he has sent answer to me, even though I took 1 hour to confirm whether it is right or wrong. Okay, so it doesn't mean that all questions are difficult for all persons. Okay, another one candidate also tried near to this, but I think his final calculation was wrong. But still, for the step, UPSC may give him mark. Even though you are writing what is given in the question, they may have some sympathetic 1 or 2 तो आ ही जाएंगे, है ना? So never lose the hope. Okay, this was one of the, you can say, difficult question, and that price instability wala. All other things were directly from the notes if you are reading from the things. Next question, what was there? Yes. Here. Next 6A. Discuss the crop management practices for stabilizing yield in dryland areas. Enlist crops with their character suitable for the dryland agriculture. Discuss crop management practices for stabilizing dryland area. What is the definition of dryland areas? Where rainfall is less than 750 mm. These areas called as dryland areas. Here we have to discuss the crop management practices. First thing what we can do here. First thing, if you want to grow the crop in dryland areas, select the varieties which are drought tolerant. First thing. Another, soil moisture conservation के लिए mulching. Another, then water harvesting, interplot water harvesting we can do. Another thing, anything else? Evapotranspiration control you can do. Another important crop management यहाँ पे, here we can do dry sowing, means with the first rainfall crop will be grown. Another important thing practice here. Yes? No, that is the advanced thing. We have to, some, yes, water conservation related. You can also say contour cultivation can be there, na? If you are doing contour cultivation, there will not be water, so water will be conserved. So we can increase the infiltration rate. Cover crops can be there, mulching can be there. Okay, then another, sorry, silicon based, that is the chemical wala thing ho gaya. In simple things like agronomic measures what we are using for the erosion control, same thing like over there. Here another part is the simple thing. Induce the crop with their characteristics suitable for the dryland agriculture. You know that first are you can write about the pulses. Okay, pulses are the suited crop for dryland agriculture. What are important thing? Pulses have very short life cycle. Okay, and they are covering the land very fastly. Okay, like your green gram, black gram. Okay, so this is first thing. Another important crops are the oil seeds, also short life cycle and drought tolerant crop, they require very less. Third important crop for this area is the millets. You can write about the 3-4 major millets, short life cycle and require less amount of water. In dryland agriculture, in commercial crop, what is important one? Your cotton also require less water. If it has water, most of the time in the cotton in Deccan Plateau, it's with the rainfall only. Dryland varieties are also there. Okay, with the rainfall, cotton crop will grow betterly. Okay, then another important is crop like your castor, that is also drought tolerant. Another important any crop you want to add here, grasses and fodder related grasses are also there. Okay, they can be also grown sufficiently. You can also harvest them either in a green manner, green or dry. Okay, fodder crops are also there. These are the crop you have to explain here, and you have to write character about them. In pulses, oil seed and millets, life cycle is short, they are drought tolerant. What about the cotton? It's most of the vegetative things happen in the rainfall itself. It is just like waiting for the opening up. Okay, like October November ke baad. Okay, what about the your grasses? What special character in that? They have very, you know, root system is a little bit, rhizomniferous, so it will hold the moisture and water. That's such thing you can write about it. Okay, simply. Next, discuss the changes in the area through different sources of irrigation in India. Okay, particularly since independence, classify irrigation project based on the cultivated command area, proposed serve and financial return. Okay, so this was important thing, first part. Okay, some people may not be that much aware. It is just like historical development about the irrigation project. Just after independence, okay, irrigation system was not developed in India. Particularly in British period, some canal was there, some dam was there, but not that much developed. But just after independence, I think in our first or second 5-year plan, okay, and we have constructed dams like Bhakra Nangal Dam, Hirakud Dam. You can mention about this in the after independence. Then at the time of Green Revolution, use of the bore wells, well was very famous. Okay. Then in recent time, so many integrated watershed management program like creation of percolation tank in villages was famous. And recent developments are the what? Extension of pressurized irrigation system like drip irrigation and स्प्रिंकलर इरिगेशन, पर ड्रॉप मोर क्रॉप से आप एटलीस्ट 5 फेज में लिख दीजिए. दिस इज व्हाट द जनरल डेवलपमेंट. Canal development, various example you can write like Indira Gandhi Canal in Rajasthan. Okay, Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project recently in I think Telangana state. Okay, that one. Jayakwadi Dam in Maharashtra. Okay, some barrages are created on the many rivers. Okay, then river linkage, river water diversion. Okay, I think Narmada River pe recently there is one irrigation related things happen. Okay, such thing you can write after independence, means how the things got changed. This was the first part. In second, classify the project based on the cultivated command area. Large projects, medium and small project. Large means more than 10,000 hectare, 10,000 to 2,000 hectare, and less than 2,000 hectare. Okay, then another was the purpose. Purpose, multi-purpose project and सिंगल पर्पज वाला हो सकता है लाइक वेरियस पर्पज के लिए. एंड अनदर फाइनेंशियल रिटर्न, सम आर commercial projects, some are non-commercial project. Commercial project means either they are storing the water for selling purpose and charging farmers, or sometime indirectly they was creating some electricity and selling to the nearby area. This is called as commercial project. Non-commercial, where there is no motto of gaining any financial, like free services type. Okay, these were the majorly classification. What was CCA के under three classification. Here purpose में multi-purpose or mono-purpose can be there. I have given detail when another one type is there, and here also commercial, non-commercial thing was there. Also one of the straightforward question. If you don't know just historical development of the project, you can easily write about it. Okay, then next is five steps of effective extension education process as per the Liggins. Very simple and straightforward question. What is the first, what we are doing for understanding any problem? First step, I think 2 to 3 years back I have told you in the class. Five, that was the things. Identification of, survey करेंगे, problem identification, objective decision, teaching, then implementation and reconsideration. These are the 5 steps in the Liggins. You have to explain them. Okay, simple 5 step was there. Nothing. One of the simple question, यानी कि day to day आपके इसमें your notes में है ये. Nothing was there. Straightforward means any simple book में भी ये पाया जाता है. Liggins का means straight. These are the 5 steps for like considering any extension education program. Anything. Okay, इसका simple one था, ये मुश्किल नहीं था. Here also, write down about the chronological development of National Extension Service after India's independence. Here you have to write 7 to 8 scheme, but in detailed manner. Like in 1952, there was a community development program. Okay, then after that, integrated rural area development program was there, green revolution was there, training and visit system was there, national extension service was there, then liberalization. Okay, LPG movement was there, then national agriculture innovation projects are there. Okay, these things are there. Then later for extension purpose, then farmer scientist forum was created. Okay, so many extension services, you just have to explain in a chronological manner. In normal notes ये given है, इसमें कोई difficulty नहीं थी. You just have to write them. Even though in that notes and your model answer I have given in the sequence, the scheme was there, you have to mention in that, है ना, everything, like your lab to land project, overall that integrated livestock management project was there. Okay, extension service में आ जाएगी. ऐसे means you just have to mention the major thing in a chronological manner. All extension services since 1952 to 2020 तक. अब recent कौन सा है? Can you tell me what can be called as a recent agriculture extension project? Sorry? No. This is the one of the tool for using this. No, extension is not. Extension programs are different one. Like at Atma, you can say that agriculture technical management, technology management agency. Okay, these are the project, and soil health and all these are the schemes type. Okay, you just have to arrange in the chronological manner for this one. Okay, ये simple one था. Then next, briefly discuss the decisions involved in the farm management and write down principle applied in the farm management. Decisions. So decision can be about the administration. Decision can be about the various operations. Decision can be about the labor management. Decision can be about the marketing. Decision can be about the sustainability. Means administrative decisions, operational decisions, marketing related decisions. These are the different decisions यहाँ पे आपको करने हैं. ओके इसके डिटेल में टाइप्स लिखने हैं बस यहाँ पर. एंड सेकंड पार्ट, write down the principles applied in the farm management. You have to follow certain principles if you want to do the integrated farm management or farm management longer. So first principle should be that what? Sustainability. If you are doing all the management thing in an exploitative manner, your farm will not be sustainable. Another principle, cost benefit ratio and optimum resource use principle, you can say that. Another principle, what are others? Simple. Means just same like that law of equimarginal returns. Okay, opportunity cost principles. Okay, all the basic principle you have to explain here in detail. Okay, so this is also the one of the easy category में आ जाएगा ये वाला. Then once again regular and traditional question, KVK, कृषि विज्ञान केंद्र and its vital role in solving the location specific problem and transfer of technology. Normal role. Okay, you know that what was the basic principle behind establishment of this KVKs? KVK was established on the basis of local needs. KVK have full right to tailor their programs as per the local needs. This localized means depending upon the farmer needs. Sometimes they are giving new training, they are responsible for the capacity building of the farmers. Another important thing about KVK, yes, means provision of the quality seeds, fertilizers, training, certifying the staff. Okay, everything basic things was there ये वाले क्वेश्चन में. ठीक है. And another transfer of technology में lab to land, just like training the extension workers also, training the progressive farmer also for this one. KVK regular question है, every year they are asking in one or another direction में KVK वाला. ओके इसमें नेक्स्ट देखिए ये डायरेक्टली जस्ट लाइक स्कूल टाइप ही आया है. एक्सप्लेन द टाइप्स ऑफ फार्मिंग एंड फैक्टर्स अफेक्टिंग द फार्मिंग. In this case, you just have to define what is the farming or what is the farm. Types of farming, you know that. Specialized farming, then diversified farming, mixed farming, extensive farming, intensive farming, commercial farming, aquaculture, agroforestry. Okay, various types. What are the factors affecting farming? First is the climate will be there, then soil will affect the farming, economical condition, awareness, market. Okay, other social factors like physical and biological factors, sometime rainfall conditions. These are the various factors which are affecting the farming situation. Okay, simple 20 marks के लिए in such question you can easily go around 15 to 16 marks if you are writing each and everything. It can easily surplus your difficult question. Straightforward things. Even though we don't know in coaching answer copies we are giving around 14-15 mark highest, but UPSC have right to go in the higher limit also if you are writing everything. If they are not giving such higher marks, so it is so many candidates already score 300 plus. So this is what, even though one candidate I think 3-4 year back she scored 300 plus, and literally she was telling that I have attended question of only 230 marks. So how she is getting 230 marks just attending to 150, attempting this one like 231? It means that they are giving highest mark also if you are writing in a right manner. Such questions are the scoring one. No data, nothing. कोई इसमें फैक्ट इतना ज्यादा नहीं, बस स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड थिंग, यू जस्ट हैव टू राइट एंड अटेम्प्ट इन द स्पेसिफिक मैनर. ओके, here also explain term farm water use efficiency in relation to the crop. What is farm water use efficiency? Crop yield upon the applied water, how much it is getting converted into the applied water efficiency, ये वाली term थी. Next was discuss the role of pressurized irrigation method to achieve the objectives of more crop more drop. Okay, more crop, sorry, more crop per drop. This is the motto under which scheme, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana. Okay, here we have to write the role of pressurized irrigation method. There are two methods of pressurized irrigation. That first is the drip irrigation method, another is the sprinkler irrigation method. You have to write about that, how drip irrigation will use water efficiently. There will be the water directly at the root zone. Okay, less problem of soil salinization related problems will be less. You have to write about the sprinkler irrigation, uniform distribution of water like shower. Then also another, soil aeration will be the proper. And another, इसका benefit क्या है? No, in that your sprinkler weed can be more, because here we are covering all area. In drip we are only covering the root zone. Okay, another benefit, means fertigation related things, some foliar applied chemicals, fertigation, herbigation can be done in both. Okay, so simple thing was there. At least 3 to 4 point for the that your drip irrigation, 3 to 4 point for your sprinkler irrigation. Simple, just write down the straightforward conclusion. And last question was about, I think, soil erosion it is. Okay, so briefly discuss the factors affecting soil erosion. What are the factors? First is the rainfall, high rainfall, high erosion. Then soil structure. Soil structure, if it is the structure is not properly maintained, it is more prone to the erosion. Then organic matter content is high, soil will be well aggregated. Another, about cover, if soil is properly covered, if the that what is it specifically, vegetation, you can cite that. Type of crop, if crop is erosion prone like your millets, or you can say sorghum, these are called as erosion promoting crop. If crop is the erosion resisting crop like cowpea, erosion will be less. Temperature, type of tillage, if you are doing tillage operation very frequently, then erosion will be more. Land topography, if it is slanting, what will happen? More erosion will be there. Okay, amount of rainfall, if it is very high rainfall in short duration, erosion will be more. Soil porosity. Okay, all these factors are responsible. Then write down agronomic measures of soil erosion, controlling soil erosion. Means here we don't have to construct any major things for erosion purpose. Like first is the tillage operations. Okay, soil management, cultivation related thing, like sowing across the slope. Then another is selection of crop, erosion resisting crop selection. Then another, soil smoothing effect, some chemical you can apply here. Another, what things will become under that? Strip cropping. Okay, have the strips across the slopes. Then small control cultivation related things. But what are the agronomic thing you have to write here? Okay, in this way this year's paper was easy to moderate. Very high chances anyone, if you have attend all questions, selected question properly, means I think almost all question was selectable. ऐसा नहीं कि there was single question you cannot select one. Okay, just like being fearful about that problem related question, so very high scope, you can go with this optional. And in detail model answer I have made everything, because I have to cover this session within a specific period of a time. Okay, so you can, I will give you the PDF through Telegram, and you can just read everything in detail. So main motto of conducting this analytical session is that don't be fearful. If you are giving proper justice to your study, you can easily score more. This is not the rocket science, it is just like basic science subject. If you are doing proper lectures, writing the test, and analyzing each and every topic in each and every angle, okay, so you can easily score better. Now online student, if you have any doubt, queries, even offline student, you can ask me your questions, I will address it in a proper manner, please. लॉक हो गया. Yes. Hmm. Anything else? Any questions? Yes, Joseph, Alok. Yes, from offline. No question. You people already done coaching or you are supposed to join? Okay. So everything is the normal thing. Okay. Don't worry about this. Normal. Just like other optional, this is optional also have to you have to utilize your 5 months for covering each and everything in from basic to advanced, and the things are very easy. What's your name? Saurabh. I think you are from the current batch, na? You are not attending classes. Acha, test series. I forgot. What about you? About to join. Okay, so we are starting from 11th of November, just after Diwali, and syllabus we will be finished in 5 months. Yeah. So if you don't have any doubt queries, shall we conclude this session? Okay, model answers they will be provided by you in the PDF format. Okay, they will tell you how to distribute it. Price instability means fluctuation in the prices of any product. Like say, ki, your pulses price in the month of let's say October, they are 50 rupees per kg, but suddenly they are going to 90 rupees per kg. It is the instability. Means higher and lower limits are very. This is unstable one. Particularly price stability, instability happen in the onion. है ना, some onions are sometimes they are 8 rupees kg and sometimes they are 80 rupees kgs. टोमेटो में होता है, लास्ट टाइम इन दिल्ली टोमेटो रेट वाज लिटरली 200 रुपीज केजी. ओके. ओनियन वेजिटेबल्स में होता है मोस्टली प्राइस इंस्टेबिलिटी, where the processing is less. In pulses it may happen because production is less, sometimes demand is high, particularly in the festive season, such price stability may happen. There are so many reasons, not only the demand supply, sometimes some crops production is less, because of climatic factors. Okay, sometime farmers may shift to another crop. Okay, choices may be different. Like in my area, we was traditional grower of pulses, but after 2000, I think 6, we started growing BT cotton. Its yield was very high. Previously, there was balance between the local desi cotton and the pulses area in every farmer's field. But because of having more yield, more money, we skip to grow that cotton. After 20 years, we are back on the growing soybean because cost of cultivation of cotton is very high. Okay, even almost 50-50 हो रहा है. So people think that if you are putting more effort, more investment, instead of they are going for soybean. So it took around 20 years to take the things back when some intervention happen like this. Okay, another can be the food choices. Nowadays, in last 5-6 year, the demand of oat suddenly rise because of gym wale bacche, है ना, vegetarian they are having masala oat ये वो. You see, most of the there are means sometimes advertisement related thing, international related things are also depend for price instability. Not a single reason, many reasons can be there. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. See you. Bye.